Guys, so I've just come back from the store championships. I placed first place with Gaiomon, so I thought I'd give you a quick deck list and breakdown. First of all, these were my participation prizes. So this guy's just going in the binder, and this guy's going in my Machinetron deck. Right, so the deck list. Let's start off with the babies. So we got 4 of the BT5 Gaiomon. That draw power is just really good. There's a lot of searching and drawing in this deck. And if sometimes I found myself missing my level 4, well not my level 4, but my level 5 on my level 6. And that just helped me search it out. Just really useful. Then got the new Gaiomon. That extra 1000 DP. It's just got to have DP, isn't it? So yeah, onto the rookies. We've got 4 of the Searcher Agumon. That's just a good card for finding what you need. You play your Nokia, you play your Searcher, you dig out your level 4s and you just go onto it. Or if you've got everything in hand, you just dig out like your level 6. It's also good for finding the Omnimon. We are running 1 Omnimon in this deck. Yeah, that's it basically. Then we're playing 2 Starter Deck 7 Agumon. The plus 2000 into security. It's just a bit of extra safety, really. There's not a lot of protection against battle in this. You got the DP, but it basically just ensures you can go for those early hits and probably survive. Then we've got the Starter Deck 1 Agumon. Just an extra 1000 DP when you go into your opponent's Digimon. Or their security. But you're not always going to security. That's why I'm not running 4 of him. I'm running 2 and 2 just because I don't have the promo Agumon. The promo Agumon gives plus 2000 DP to Greymon. That's what you want, but I don't have it. And this worked out just fine. Next, running 2 Black Agumon. So that guy, another Searcher, only 2 because he's a Black Digimon. We don't have a lot that can digivolve from him, but with the X-Antibody stuff, we've got a decent amount. He can search for, which is just good for digging. He can't find Omnimon, but he can find a Dragonkin and a Greymon, which means if you get your level 6 and your level 5 or your level 4, or even 2 level 6s, you can just take both of them. Really, really useful. Then we have 4 Agumon X. So this guy, super useful. Gets you, I mean, you can digivolve and raise in from an Agumon for 0, which is super useful. You get to just have that draw power early on, that extra draw. But when you digivolve him on top of an Agumon in the battle area, you get to draw from digivolve, and then you get to do a search of top 3 cards for any Greymon or an X-Antibody option. I don't run the option, but the search for a Greymon is just super useful for that consistency. If you play out either of these guys with a Nokia, you get your search off, and then you digivolve to this guy for free, get a draw, get a search, and then you can just build up really early. Okay, so on to the champions. Got 2 BT5 Greymon, super cheap. You digivolve on top of an Agumon, you basically gain a memory back, making him essentially 1 cost. If you got a Nokia, just the 1 Nokia, which oftentimes I had, just 1 on board, he's basically free. And he's got a DP boost as well as his inherited. Just a useful card, but you don't want to play too much because DP isn't a huge issue, and evolution cost isn't a huge issue either. So then we've got 3 Starter Deck 1 Greymon, just for the security plus 1. Super useful. If you can get into him early and build up to your, well, 1 of your level 5s, I'll get to him in a bit, or even build up that level 5 and then go into your level 6 with Blitz, you can just smash through the security, put a lot of pressure on early game, and that's kind of what got me the win, was the early game pressure. After that, we run 3 of the Black Greymon. So they have an inherited where if you have a red Digimon in play, it gets blocker. Everything that goes on top of this Greymon will have red, right? It'll either be just red or red and black, almost all of it is red and black. It just gives you a blocker, extra defense. Again, early on, it can stop the opponent from swinging in, you know. Yeah, I was running four of these guys and 2 of these guys, but I feel like that early aggression is just really useful. Okay. After that, we've got 4 Greymon X, same as the Agumon, Agumon X, just really good for 3 Digivolve. Also, his inherited saved my ass a lot. Okay, so if a Digimon on top of it, a Greymon or Omnimon on top of it, will be returned to your hand or deck or deleted. You can move 2 of the same level from its sources to keep it alive. I play Machine Digimon, so keeping stuff alive by removing sources, really fun. So you got the DP, you're not going to die by battle often. So if you got these guys and then these guys, you've got 2 protections basically. That's before we even get to level 5s. Really, really useful. So talking about level 5s, we run 3 Metal Greymon from the new from BT8, sorry. Again, black and red. If you don't see this guy can digivolve off this. Yeah, just digivolve 1, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Good for stopping them early game. Good for stopping from rebuilding. Good if they've got a memory blocker or something similar. Inherited can attack Greymon. Sorry. Dragonkin or Machine can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Super, super useful. Good for clearing the board. Good aggression. Stop the opponent from building into their scary stacks. I run 1 EX1 Metal Greymon. Didn't find any use for him. He's a slightly cheaper cost. He's 3, he's 4. He gives you Dragonkin and Machine piercing. Useful, but didn't find any use today for it. When attacking, delete a 4000 DP or less Digimon. Again, a good concept, didn't find much use. I think I'm going to go up to 4 of this guy. Then we run 1 of the new Ultras modes. If you have Taming Play, delete a Digimon 5000 DP or less. Just useful, man. It's just this guy but stronger. So you de-digivolve, and if you can't hit it with that DP, go into that, delete it. Inherited, same as Greymon X. He also counts as a Metal Greymon, which means that he can be used to go into your Metal Greymon X. Mar 3 Digivolution, Security Attack +1 when he digivolves, plus 3000 DP when it goes from a Metal Greymon. Just great. Finally, for the level 5s, 1 Chimeramon. He saw use at my locals this week, but at Store Champs, he was kind of useful because if you've got, say, a stack of a level 2, a level 3, then this Greymon, you can't use his ability because you haven't got 2 of the same level. So you go to him, pull the same level from trash. That effect activates for your level 6 basically, because this guy's not a Greymon. Also minus 2000 DP, potentially minus 2000 DP on your opponent's Digimon. Just useful. Level 6s, 3 Blackwall Greymon. Saw more use today than locals the other day. So now that we've reduced the blocker Greymon, the black effect triggers less, but it's still useful. It can delete your opponent's Digimon and or, well, it will always get the red trigger. Let's be honest, all the level 5s have red, and that can get red. Although I don't think that counts in inherited. But chances are, like 99 times out of 100, he's going to have a red source. So basically, you can delete Digimon whose total play costs add up to 6. And if you have a black in its sources, that includes Tamers as well. Really good. When the first Digimon is deleted, he can restand. So you can say swing with this guy with his plus 3000, his security +1, whatever inherited. Pretty safe. Hopefully protection from this guy. So he's suspended, and then you go into this guy, delete one of your opponent's Digimon, he restands. Just a really cool card. And then I got 3 Gaiomon. His That my phone's memory was getting full. Alright then, so 3 Gaiomon. Super useful. He will virtually always have Blitz. He's got Security +1, he's got Reboot. He might have Blocker, so you've got a 13k blocker on your opponent's turn. But let's talk about that Blitz. You've got Security +1 here. You've got potentially Security +1 here. So if you can get into this guy and then into this on the same turn, doesn't matter if you pass over to your opponent's turn. You've got Security +2, so that's 3 hits. You've got this Security up here, that's 4 hits. Hopefully you've chipped in earlier on with your rookies, which is super useful, especially this guy. Because if you don't see what you need to get off him, so you don't see this or you don't see this, this guy is just kind of useless and waiting for them. So if he's around for 1 or 2 more turns in the battle area without digivolving, just swing him, get rid of him, get a chip in, and then eventually you go up to this guy. You get your 4 checks in, lots of pressure. Maybe you got someone in raising. He reboots, so they can't attack him. They can't delete him or return to hand if you got Greymon X or Ultras mode. He's just a huge threat on the board. Clears out the opponent. And then, you know, if you go to him or you go to him and you haven't finished the job, you've got your Omnimon. Blitz Omni, swing for game, easy peasy. Next, we have a guy that helped me out when I've played with this at locals, but for store champs, didn't really see him. Hero, level 5 or higher, you can suspend this to give it +2000. More security, like more safety, and you can take out your opponent's Digimon better. So this guy gets +3000, then you got the inherited, and then you do this, you can take out their level 6 or so. And then we got 3 Nokia. I've already explained why we use her. Just play an Agumon, preferably a Searcher Agumon, and you can suspend her to reduce Greymon Digivolution or Omnimon by 1. Generally today I've only seen 1 and occasionally 2 in play. That's all I've needed. Because this guy has Blitz, it's not super scary, and because you can attack unsuspended, even if you don't hit that security with this guy, you can swing into your opponent's Digimon, get rid of the threat. So it doesn't matter if you put them on 4 or 5 memory, because their immediate attack is gone. We're in a meta where people focus on 1 stack. So clear that stack, you're golden. Next, red memory boost. Wasn't sure about this. I don't think we need much more search, but if you brick and say you do play with Mulligan and you brick again, it's just a good search, good insecurity, extra memory if you want to build up faster into Gaiomon on your turn. And I didn't actually say, didn't use this guy most of the time. Most of the time went straight into Gaiomon. Don't think Gaiomon ever went on top of this guy. Maybe once. Next, delicate plan. It's that red War Greymon safety. Like I say, can't be popped, but you know, if you haven't got this guy or this guy active, it's just a bit of extra security for yourself. Next, Gaia Force, popped off in security. Great, cleared out any threats. And finally, Ultimate Flare. Not seen anyone run this in this deck. It Digivolves 3, and then you can delete all of your opponent's Digimon with play costs of 3 or less. Yeah, just a really good card, really good removal, amazing in security, can shut down those extra security attacks and OTK stacks. So that's my deck. Now, I am going to open this pack for you. I haven't got my sleeves on me at the minute, so I'll just place them down. Don't worry, they will get sleeved. Alright, here we go. So this is my champion pack for winning Store Champs. So we've got a Gaiomon going straight into my Gallantmon deck. Quadramon, love this card. I love security Digimon so much. Doesn't see much use though. Wizardmon, don't play yellow, but it's cool to have. Tortomon, I have played green. I would love to play green Gacha, but I've just never got around to building it. Hopefully one day I can slip this guy in. Next is Melt Mamimon. Like I say, play Machinedramon, play one of this guy. Super useful. I play Digimon in my Machine Dramon deck, so I can DD draw one, then trigger off this effect. Really good combo. Gaiomon, I know this is strong in purple. All of my pulls, my packs tell me to play yellow purple. Maybe one day, And then another Neemon. Not that great. Alright. And that is, I'll clear these out of the way for you. That is my Gaiomon Store Champs winning first place deck list. I went 2-0 versus War Greymon, 2-1 versus Grandis, because basically I swung early with Gaiomon without the protection, and he got popped back to hand. I didn't realize Green could do that. But apart from that, yeah, 2-1 against Grandis, and then I went 2-0 versus Metal Guru. So overall, good performance. Love this deck. I've loved Greymon for so many sets now. It's just such a good toolbox. And it's good to be back playing Greymon, to be honest. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'd say subscribe, but I don't post that often. Might post some clips from this on TikTok as well. You can follow me on TikTok, Digiplosion on there. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.